Center field, a position full of dynamic defenders and offensive powerhouses. Despite Aaron Judge and Mike Trout moving off the position, it's still loaded with talent. So, let's rank every center fielder for the 2025 season based on stats and projections. Number 30 is Joe Adell of the Los Angeles Angels. Adell has never really been able to put it together in the majors, and I'm not really expecting him to at this point. He does hit the ball hard and he has a lightning-quick bat, but he has a lot of weaknesses otherwise. He also wasn't a great defender in right, and I don't see any reason that would improve in center. 29 is Victor Scott II of the St. Louis Cardinals. Scott was pretty bad in 2024 with a 40 WRC plus and a negative WAR, but there's promise. He's one of the fastest players in baseball with 99th percentile speed, and he has the potential to be an excellent defender. The offense is less of a sure thing, but there's still some potential there. We just need to see a step forward in 2025. 28 is Johnny DeLuca of the Tampa Bay Rays. DeLuca is a slightly more proven Scott. He has 98th percentile speed and put up a 93rd percentile outs above average, even though the offense was pretty poor. Defense is king in center, but you'd like more than a 609 OPS. 27 is Cedon Rafaela of the Boston Red Sox. Like the two before him, Rafaela's got a good glove without much of a bat. The numbers didn't love his time at shortstop, but as a full-time center fielder, he should grade out a lot better. Once again, a 664 and a 79 WRC plus isn't doing much for you, but with a great glove, you'll take it. We'll see if he builds on 2024. Number 26 is Kyle Isbell of the Royals. Isbell's 81 WRC plus and 1.4 WAR were the highest of any of the all-glove, no-bat guys. His 9 outs above average was 94th percentile, but he was also a very good base runner and solid hitter. 25 is Dane Myers of the Miami Marlins. In 44 games last year, Myers put up a 112 WRC plus and a 775 OPS. This production doesn't seem sustainable, but he hits the ball hard enough that I'm intrigued, and the defense seems to be right around average. 24 is Lane Thomas of the Cleveland Guardians. With 4 straight seasons of a 7+ OPS under his belt, Thomas has the offense. The concern is his 2nd percentile outs above average last year of -9. That kills you in center field, but he's been better in the past and he's a good hitter, so I'll cut him a little slack. 23 is Tommy Edman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm not super sold on Edman. He's not a great hitter or a great defender. He makes a lot of contact, but he doesn't hit the ball all that hard. The defensive metrics don't agree on how good he is in center. He's a spark plug and a solid player, but I'm just not sure about that big contract they have him on. 22 is Jake Myers of the Houston Astros. Myers is all glove, not much bat, but he's better than our earlier entries. His 14 outs above average is the best we've seen so far, coming in the 97th percentile. He also put up a 2.0 WAR and an 86 WRC+, both very respectable numbers. Number 21 is Jake McCarthy of the Arizona Diamondbacks. McCarthy is another strong defender, but he also put up a good offensive season with a 749 OPS and 110 WRC+. Those aspects combined for a 3.0 WAR. His ex-WOBA suggests he overperformed offensively, but if he's just an average bat with a good glove, you'll take that in center field any day. Number 20 is TJ Friedl of the Cincinnati Reds. Friedl wasn't healthy last year. That was made obvious by the fact his OPS dropped 130 points and his once-strong defense fell off. That said, I'm not sure he's an 800+ OPS guy like he was in 2023 either. I'm expecting a solid glove with maybe a slightly above league average bat next year, health permitting. Number 19 is Jose Siri of the New York Mets. Siri is our best defender so far. His 16 outs above average was 99th percentile, and his arm and sprint speed are top-notch. His hitting profile is limited, he swings and misses way too much, but he's got 20 home run pop and barrels the ball. Number 18 is Cedric Mullins of the Baltimore Orioles. Mullins has established himself as a low 7s OPS, 15 home run, good defense guy. He doesn't hit the ball hard, but he makes a lot of contact and has great range out in center field. This makes for a consistent 2 to 3 WAR player, and that's pretty good. 17 is Jung-Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants. We only got to see 37 games of Lee before a season-ending injury, but in this time he showed elite contact abilities and the ability to hit the ball harder than the average player. It's hard to put him higher with such a small sample size, but it's clear he's got the talents to succeed in the MLB. Number 16 is Evan Carter of the Texas Rangers. Carter's 2024 was a lost season, and with his only other major league time being his short 2023 stint, it's hard to know for sure what he'll be. With great contact skills and some power, I'm betting he'll be pretty good, but he's only 22. It might not happen yet. Number 15 is Brandon Marsh of the Philadelphia Phillies. Marsh is a good hitter. He had a 108 WRC plus and a 747 OPS last year. That's coming after an 830 OPS in 2023. The defense is hit or miss, but with an 83rd percentile hard hit rate and a 78th percentile walk rate, he's a solid bat with a decent glove. 14 is JJ Bleday of the Athletics. Bleday broke out last year with a 120 WRC plus and a 3.1 WAR. This was boosted by good swing decisions and the ability to make high-quality contact. The defense needs to improve, but that bat is sure to be an asset for the A's going forward. Number 13 is Garrett Mitchell of the Milwaukee Brewers. Mitchell had an electric half season in 2024, putting up a 126 WRC+, but a 39-point gap between his WOBA and ex-WOBA tells me this was not sustainable. He'll regress some, but I still think he's a mid-7s OPS guy with good defense. Number 12 is Jacob Young of the Washington Nationals. Young is the ultimate all-glove, no-bat center fielder. He only put up an 85 WRC+, but his 19 outs above average was the best at the position. Fielding run value agrees, putting him in the 99th percentile. Offensively, he makes some contact, but not much else. He's far from a good hitter, but he's not terrible either, and his glove more than justifies having a weak bat at a position like center field. Number 10 is Dalton Varsho of the Toronto Blue Jays. Varsho is another elite defender. His 16 outs above average is 99th percentile and his 16 fielding run value is 100th. Some of this sample came in left field, but he's shown he's a more than capable center fielder. He does have some offensive promise, though his offense hasn't been very consistent, but at least it's there. But with his fielding abilities, he barely needs to hit at all to justify his spot in the lineup. Starting off the top 10 is Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs. Pete made a big impression as a rookie. The bat was nothing special, but he showed flashes of what he'll be able to do someday. What really shined was his defense and base running. His 14 outs above average was 97th percentile, his fielding run value of 16 was 99th. His sprint speed also measured in the 99th percentile among major leaguers. He isn't just fast though, his arm measured out as one of the best in baseball as well. He's a super toolsy guy with a lot of potential, and if that bat comes along, you better watch out for Pete Crow Armstrong. Number 9 is Parker Meadows of the Detroit Tigers. Meadows was another rookie who looked really good in 2024. He put up a 111 WRC plus in half a season and was on pace for a 3.8 WAR. As a hitter, he's nothing special, but he draws walks, he doesn't chase, and he makes decent contact. He's a very good defender in center field, his 7 outs above average ranked in the 92nd percentile. I'm excited to see how he builds off of a very strong 2024 rookie season. Number 8 is Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees. Through all the ups and downs of Bellinger's career, he's still a very solid player. He's coming off of a 109 WRC plus and a 2.2 WAR, but I think he can be even better in New York. Bellinger's expected home run total at Yankee Stadium last year would have been 24 as opposed to 15 in Wrigley Field. The stadium seems to suit his game well, and he's still a solid defensive center fielder. Not a star anymore, but a very, very good player. Number 7 is Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox. Start the parade, the White Sox have made the top 10. On a serious note though, Robert was bad last year. The 857 OPS he put up in 2023 dropped by exactly 200 points. The source of his troubles seeming to come from swinging and missing way too much. That said, he's normally been an offensive force. This year seems like an outlier. Given the state of the 2024 White Sox, I'm pretty much ready to ignore last season. He'll bounce back. Number 6 is O'Neal Cruz of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cruz bounced back well from a lost 2023, putting up a 110 WRC plus and a 3.5 WAR. We know he crushes balls. His average exit velo and hard hit rate were in the 99th and 97th percentiles last year, but moving to center might unlock something new. Simply put, Cruz was not a good shortstop, but his abilities should fit well in the outfield. He looked alright in a small sample last year, and as he gets more comfortable, he should get better. Perhaps he'll even find a new offensive gear without the pressure of being a shortstop. Number 5 is Michael Harris II of the Atlanta Braves. Harris is an awesome all-around player. He's a defensive wizard out there. His 8 outs above average were 93rd percentile and his 8 fielding run value was 88th. And just look at the catches he can make. He had a down year in 2024 offensively, putting up a 99 WRC plus, but you'd never know it by his peripherals. All his expected stats are really strong, and a 32-point gap between his WOBA and ex-WOBA tells you he way underperformed. His only weakness is poor plate discipline, but his strengths make it easy to ignore it. Number 4 is Brenton Doyle of the Colorado Rockies. Doyle is the best player on a weak Colorado Rockies team, but boy, he is a good player. He put up a 3.7 WAR in 2024. This largely stems from his 98th percentile fielding run value and outs above average, both of which totaled 15. But of course he's no slouch with a bat either, being right around league average by WRC plus and hitting 23 home runs. Except for swinging and missing a lot, he's really got a very balanced profile at the plate. He's a great base runner too. He stole 30 bases and his base running run value was in the top 4% in the league. He's just an all-around great talent to highlight this Colorado Rockies team. Number 3 is Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins. Buxton is as talented as anybody when he's on the field. Last year he put up a 142 WRC plus and was on pace for a 5.4 WAR, both of which are the best among center fielders. He crushes the ball, his expected numbers are great, he's a good defender, he's fast. The one problem is he's never on the field. In his 10-year career, he's played 100 games twice. Yes, that's a real stat. He's one of the most talented players in baseball, but I can't put him any higher when you only get him for half a season. Number 2 is Jackson Merrill of the San Diego Padres. Jackson Merrill was the best rookie position player last year. He put up a 130 WRC plus, a 5.3 WAR, and played Gold Glove defense at a brand new position. He also came up with clutch hits all year as he led the San Diego Padres to the playoffs at only 21 years old. Going back to the new position thing, he only switched to center field in 2024 and went on to put up a 91st percentile 10 fielding run value and a 97th percentile 11 outs above average. There was just nothing Merrill couldn't do last year, and I'm thrilled to see what he can do in his sophomore season. And number 1 is Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners. The 1 and 2 spots were very tight, but in the end I had to give Julio the edge. Merrill was a better player than Julio last year, but that wasn't Julio at his best. That's not to say Julio was bad. A 116 WRC plus and 3.8 WAR is nothing to complain about. But we know how talented he is. He's a fantastic defender. He wasn't quite as sharp last year as usual, but even then he was still excellent by any metric. He has elite power too, putting up hard hit rates and average exit velos that are among the best in baseball. He's also so fast, making him a 30-30 or even 40-40 candidate someday. Merrill was amazing last year, but for number 1 I had to go with the track record. Julio's proven he's an excellent player even in his down years. and I think he comes back with a vengeance in 2025. But what do you think? Who's number one? Julio? Merrill? Somebody else? Who's too high? Who's too low? Let me know, and be sure to subscribe for baseball content going all season long.